Hi everybody, happy Friday. Today I am a knight, because apparently I always dress up for these things now. Actually, the real reason is that today at school was Tabard-in Day. We've been reading Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, and at the beginning of that book, all of the pilgrims gather at the Tabard Inn, and that's where they meet each other and set it as a, arranged pilgrimage. So to celebrate Chaucer and vacation, which is this upcoming week, we had a Tabard-in Day where people brought in various things. You had to represent one of the pilgrims. So people brought in food, people brought in artifacts or drawings and all sorts of stuff like that. And a couple people dressed up, and I dressed up as a knight, as the knight, because there is one, and I am he. All of the senior A level English classes had them. So all of the teachers dressed up for those classes, and my teacher for English was dressed as a knight as well, and my creative writing teacher, who also teaches a senior English class, was dressed as the monk. And I saw her later when I went to creative writing, and she was in plain clothes again. I said, "Weren't you a monk?" And she said, "Yes, but I gave up the habit." But two drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff. But it's like my favorite of those. I love that one. As an aside, this is my bedroom. And this wall behind me is a wall of concept art from the Lord of the Rings films. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, if you know me well, but Evan, you haven't seen the Lord of the Rings films. I have, I've seen one of them. Just not all of them, and I've seen The Hobbit. But I just like concept art a lot, and this was a calendar that I had, and I liked the art so much that I cut it up and put it on my wall. Because it's pretty. So there's that. Exciting stuff, right? So next week is vacation. I'm going to ski Killington with my family and some friends for about half the week, and then we're going down to New York to see British comedian Eddie Izzard live. Yeah. It's exciting. It's an early birthday present from my brother, who's a huge fan, and he found out that Eddie Izzard was testing out some new material in New York before embarking on a world tour. And we're going to see him. It's this tiny theater, with like only 16 rows of seats, and we got the last 4 seats in the theater that night, and they aren't together, so we'll all be like scattered around the theater next to strangers watching Eddie Izzard. I'm really excited about that. I am, not for sitting next to strangers, for seeing Eddie Izzard because he's really cool and he's one of my favorite comedians as well. So Wendy, to answer your question about fan fiction, I have read but one fan fiction in total. You know the one fan fiction I've read. It's called, I think it's called like Student Prince, something like that. And it's a Murther fic. Those of you that don't know, that means that it is based on BBC show Merlin, but there is shipping involved, and the ship is Merlin and Arthur. Because in the TV show, Merlin's a teenager and people ship them because it's the internet and the BBC, and it's what we do. But you were all sort of amused when I told you I was reading this, because it's kind of jumping in all at once, because I was reading a modern day AU of a gay non-canon ship that was 35 chapters long. It was very good though. If it sounds at all like any of your interests, read that. I liked it. I would read it again. So next week, I'm not really sure where I'll be on Friday, because we're seeing Eddie Izzard on Thursday, and we're thinking of doing other things in New York. But I will try to film stuff throughout the week, I guess. I'll try to make a video for you, but I'm not sure if I'll be near a computer on Friday. And with that, I wish you all the best, and I will see you all next week, maybe. I've reached this point where I put more effort into these than I put into going to school, because for this video, not only did I rearrange my room and put three new lights in it, I also shaved my face for the video, because internet.